So it's Sunday morning in Vegas. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday today. And I thought it would be good to go down and explore an area north of this downtown Las Vegas area, technically on Las Vegas Boulevard, where there's a whole nother part of life that you've never seen before. There's a whole different version of Las Vegas where people who came here, settled here, they're now homeless and they're living in a city where I haven't been down there for a while, but it's a tent city. And a tent city is, if you're not familiar with the term, where people basically live amongst each other outside, and there's a whole bunch of challenges these guys go through. The wife and I have actually come down and given some things to these folks when we were moving. We had a bunch of stuff we thought we could give out, and I'll explain that in the video. But I'm calling this series Las Vegas, the Forgotten Sin City, because there's so many parts that are off the strip. Sure, there's the millionaire mansions in the hills, but there's also the places that would kind of make you think and be grateful for what you do have. And I think that's something that we lose a lot in life right now, gratitude for what we have in front of us. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe as we go take a look at an area that, you know, is still trying to help people. There's not that there's no social kind of system in Vegas, but we're going to go through it, take a look. I don't know what it looks like these days, but I know that there's a serious issue that we should address, and we're going to get into it right now. So yeah, as you enter into, I'm on the west side of town right now. I'm on Charleston Boulevard. As you enter into downtown Las Vegas, you're going to notice things change really quickly from what the regular strip looks like. It doesn't look like what you're used to, and that's okay. That's going to happen. But then after we go through downtown Las Vegas, well, it gets a lot different. And yeah, we're going to get there real fast here. Everybody knows the strip. Everybody knows downtown Las Vegas. I show it to you on the live stream all the time, right? But what about this area just north? Why is it this way? And it's because there's a lot of charities that have been set up. It's one of the oldest parts of Las Vegas as well. It's, you know, downtown Las Vegas is where all of the casinos originally kind of started back in the early 1900s. We didn't have anything on the strip until the Flamingo came about. But let's keep going. Let's get downtown. Let's get past downtown, and let's show you what this is all about down here, so you guys can get a better understanding of the disparity in this city, because we never show it. And when I first started this channel, I said I'm going to show what real life is like, and let's show you. I've done a lot of glitz and glamour, and we've been all through some real life in the last year, right? Let's go. So this is the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Charleston, and you can already see it's kind of different. Auto title loans, payday loans, Walgreens pharmacies, that's no different. But we're going to continue driving. You'll see some wedding chapels, the world famous silver and gold, or gold and silver pawn shop. That's the one off of TV. But this is already much different than what you're used to seeing, isn't it? So we're now actually getting up to the corner of Fremont Street and Las Vegas Boulevard. And after Fremont Street, you'll see there's an underpass And then there's the area that we're heading over to. You go over a bit of a hill, you'll pass the Neon Museum, and then there's an area up here where the houses are really weird. They can be really rough on the outside, but really nice on the inside, similar to our Naked City video. So we just passed Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. We're still on the Strip. Well, it's not the Strip anymore, it's just Las Vegas Boulevard. And we're at this little 7-Eleven store, and they even have a sign up here that asks you not to give to the panhandlers. I don't know how I am with that. You know, it's like these folks need help, and you're telling them not to help them, but I guess they just don't want them accumulating in this little parking lot right here. If you guys, by the way, are watching this video so far, you're enjoying it, a subscription to the channel would be fantastic. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to support us further, you can always reach out on Patreon. We also have support options for YouTube channel memberships or VegasFaceMask.com. My wife makes these. This one here is Marvel Color. Marvel in the color of Marvel. It's 2 for $25. You guys can get those on VegasFaceMask.com. But on a more serious note, let's go check out a little bit further down, see what we can see, and show you guys a side of Vegas you've never seen. We're gonna get there real fast. So yeah, no, we're coming up past the Neon Museum right now, and you'll see that to your right, that Hard Rock Hotel. Guitar looks great. Neon Museum, one of the really amazing things to do and see in Las Vegas. But then we're going to come down that hill. Remember, I told you we're going to go over a hill. We have the Cashman Center, the old home of the baseball team, been replaced and usurped by downtown Summerlin with the Las Vegas Ballpark. Now you can see human resources, public safety, a lot of governmental agencies through here. And we're going to get down to where it gets a little bit serious here. But still a nice area. If you look at this part of Vegas, it looks nice. The old Mormon Fort is on my right as well. We can see the old Binion's Horseshoe. No longer the Horseshoe. They sold off the brand to, I believe, Caesars Entertainment. And now you'll find Horseshoe branded hotels and riverboats all throughout the country, but you won't find anything in Las Vegas. And we can see where we're ending up right now, in the homeless area of Las Vegas. Now, this used to not really be like this, but yeah, let's check it out. I don't want to get out and like point cameras at people's faces. There is one place that I won't get out of, and it's where it's going to impose on other people. I'm going to try to zoom in on this next shot so you guys can see. This is probably an area, I can't even drive into this area. It's really unfortunate, and the Strip is so close, and I don't have words for it. What's your opinion? You tell me what you think. Have you ever been down here? Does this kind of stuff frighten you? Have you ever been in this situation? A lot of us have been in this situation, or we've been very, very close to it. And it's harrowing, it hurts, and sometimes you pull out and sometimes you don't, I guess is all I can say about that. So as I was driving through there, I had my windows rolled down so I could drive through, and I heard a clicking from my back wheel, you know, click, 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 as I was accelerating, and I thought, I really hope I didn't, you know, get a nasty flat tire while I'm down here. Turns out it was a spent bullet shell casing. No lie, here it is. So I'm glad that it wasn't actually in my tire. It was just like, you know, in the tread of the tire. I have new tires on the car, so that's good. But yeah, just some final thoughts to close out. Usually I have all these words and they just flow. I did a lot of stupid things because I was super nervous during this drive, and I'm glad that I didn't get pulled over by the police that are in this area, because there are a lot of police and marshals down here to make sure that everything is safe. And it really is just ensuring that these folks are safe. But I think what strikes me the most right now is that we're just a few miles from downtown, and we're just a few miles more from the Strip. You know, so when we talk about the $4 billion and we talk about that, these folks are living like this. The city's solution to all this was to, well, not solution, but the city's way to help all this was to, you know, make the courtyard. So they made the courtyard, and what you did was you just pushed people away from the main drag where people might be driving to see what's north on Las Vegas Boulevard if they're a tourist or whatever. You push them into a side street. It's essentially what you did. We saw the side street, and I'll show it to you again right now. So that's what you did, and it's unfortunate too, because, you know, you'd think in a city with so much wealth and there wouldn't be this level of disparity, but that's what happens. This isn't necessarily an American thing either. My wife being from the Philippines, I've been there. I've lived in Mexico for a little bit, and I'm from Canada myself personally. You'll see this in any kind of place you go in the world. Some of these folks, some of you guys will say choose this way of life, and that is true. You know, there's reputable authorities on the subject of homelessness that'll tell you that they choose to live, some of them, not all of them, like this. Some people give up the responsibilities and they'd rather live this way. But a lot of people need help, and you know, there's the Catholic Charities. We saw the tents set up, and some people need help. They need psychological help, or they need substance help, and those things are out there. So if you guys are watching this video and if you wanted to know what agencies help in Las Vegas and maybe volunteer your time or donate some kind of money to them, that's up to you. But I'll put those links in the first comment, or the info box of this video, that is, so they'll always be there for you to check out. But that's our look today at Sin City in Las Vegas. We call it Lost Vegas, you know, the forgotten Sin City in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's the homeless plaza. That's an area that you probably didn't know existed, and I knew it existed, but it's the plaza's gotten a lot worse. It has. We went a few years ago and we gave out some stuff. We didn't know the real way, as I explained to you in the narration of the video. We didn't know the way these folks live. It's that, you know, every so often they're told you gotta move, you gotta leave, you can't be on the corner. So they have to put their stuff in giant bins. I explained it in the video. But we give blankets and all sorts of things we thought would help. What really helps these folks is, I guess, you know, proper structure in their life. I don't know. That's what we all need, don't we? We need structure. I'm kind of rambling because, like I said, I'm at a loss of words, but that's my video for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, a subscription to the channel would be fantastic. That would be wonderful. You'd be super nice to do that. Leave us a comment on what you saw in the comments below. And yeah, a bullet in my tire. That's telling. I'm going to go home and really be grateful, and I hope you're grateful too. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check out VegasFaceMask.com if you guys want to. This one's called Marvel Color, as I said to you in the earlier part of this video. The wife makes them, 2 for $25, sent out anywhere. Be grateful today. Hug your family. Have a good day. Have a good life. And know that if you have more, you have more than a lot of people. And yeah, God bless everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, click now. 3, 2, 1. I really didn't know what to say. I recorded this 3 times. 3, 2, 1, and click.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.